be the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan and our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And, of course, the Oklahoma City Thunder, 3.5 back.
And I think for...
And with tip-off...
Thank you, Kevin. Russell...
David, you are too nice. Thank you so much. And Westbrook, he is incredible. Thank you, David. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Lou Dort, and it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the point. And for Los Angeles, and they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Kent Bazemore is out there with Jordan. For teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge.
Sure can, and just getting on the same page takes some time, and then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will help you do that.
Bazemore for three. Kicks it out to James. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Hands it from downtown. Westbrook's got his team on the board to start the game for the Lakers.
It's empowering to play with LeBron because if you get open, he will find you.
And stolen by Jordan. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous Alexander. Westbrook passes to James. Back to Westbrook. Jordan with a screen on Gilgeous Alexander. Westbrook drops it in from 11 feet. Westbrook's got 5.
Clever play call by Westbrook, making the right move at the right time to bust up the D and get that shot.
Gilgeous Alexander against Bazemore. Not going to go that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
Yep, it counts.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
Gilgeous Alexander against Westbrook. Gilgeous Alexander can't get it to go. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
Good on the triple.
And this is Gilgeous Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Pops it up for Jordan. Westbrook, no good. Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gilgeous Alexander surveying the D. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Down low, Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
The flush from Anthony Davis to very loud points.
Thunder trailing by 6. Outside, Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Westbrook against Gilgeous Alexander. Pass to Bazley. Shot clock at 6. For Davis. Davis with the block. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
It's Davis on the wing. Doesn't go that time. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Outside, Dort. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. And stolen by Jordan. Fast break, the Lakers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
With his diverse skill set and size, Davis is a matchup nightmare for anyone in the league.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of this game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Anthony comes in for James. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
On top of being a great player, AD's a great teammate. Even forcing his way out of New Orleans, he was honest about what he wanted, didn't complain along the way, and hasn't complained since.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. And so it's Oklahoma City with it, trailing here by 8. Williams passes to Favors. Here's Maledon. Howard with the steal. Oh, and here comes Monk all alone. And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks. Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Anthony finds Rondo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And what an incredible run for the 2020 Lakers in the bubble. Of course, LeBron and AD got the headline.
Take a break.
Rajon Rondo
2
was
shots.
so key.
We saw GA playoff Rondo at his peak. He had 107 assists in the playoffs, the most for a player off the bench in almost 50 years.
The first one falls. And Steve, when you look at your 2003 Spurs championship team, it's not considered a super team, but that roster was stacked for sure.
Kevin, it was stacked with players understanding their roles and starring in their roles. There was just a lot of talent from top to bottom. We pushed each other to be better every day.
And both free throws good from Rondo.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
Favors passes to Maledon. And Theo Maledon picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
They need to start taking care of the basketball. Careless play since the opening tip.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Rondo against Williams. Pass to Monk. Fires for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Favors with a screen on Bradley. Here's Maledon. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 16-5 run here. Outside Bradley. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. It's Williams, high post. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Favors inside. Monk defending. Favors can't get it to go. Bradley, no one around him. It's good from long range.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Passes it to Favors. Here's Roby. Back to Favors. The pass to Roby. Just 5 on the clock. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Anthony. Bradley passes to Rondo. Three-pointer. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. Bradley's got 6 points. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Lakers lead by 17. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we've heard Russell Westbrook say his job is to do everything. But he understands that it's also a team effort.
We got to do it together. And I think that's more important than scoring any points or doing anything else is leadership. And that's where I got to find my niche and try to lead the guys.
Break leadership, an area where Westbrook, I think, feels he's growing.
And with his motor, he's always been a culture setter. But bringing your teammates along is also about setting the tone for collaboration.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Lou Dort out there with Mike Muscala. And it's Beasley in at the power forward. That free throw, no good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. And so it's the Lakers with it. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Pass to Westbrook from 12 feet out. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Greg, you know, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
And most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
It's stolen by Davis. The feed to James. It's in there. Davis with the assist. LeBron's got his first points of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Giddey the pass to Muscala. From 11 feet away, Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Feeds it to James. Shoots over Dort. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
And you know, so often, that's what it comes down to. Who can convert when it matters most?
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
And for Westbrook, it's all about staying engaged on defense, using that athleticism and length to pester shooters.
Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 19-point game. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's the screen. Kicks it to Muscala. Shot clock at 5. Off target from outside. Los Angeles leading by 19 points. Westbrook passes to James. Westbrook with a screen for James. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Russell Westbrook. Coming off a terrific season. First in assists, 6th in rebounding, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor, an absolute magician with the basketball. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Baisley. Here's Giddey. He's covered by Bazemore. There's the pick. Here's Giddey. He's covered by Bazemore. Now, here's George. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Inside, got a piece of it. And now a fast break for the Thunder to end the cold streak. The Lakers with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
LeBron with the buckets.
There's almost no stopping LeBron. He muscles his way right through contact.
Timeout called for the Thunder. Who wants the t-shirt? Make some noise. And your Laker girl. All right, look who's coming under the court. Get loud, here they are, your Laker girls.
Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Malik Monk comes in for Kent Bazemore. Thunder trailing by 21. And here is Maladon.
Thunder.
And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
A dominant presence, AD, so smooth in pick and roll situations, has the agility and the great hands on the catch.
And this is year 1 of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. It wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires, and we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league." Kevin?
Thank you, D.A.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Lakers.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Westbrook dishes to LeBron. Here's Howard. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Dort is screen on Westbrook. Pass to Pokusevski. Clock at 6. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Anthony's checked in for Anthony Davis. Avery Bradley comes in for James. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Roby, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Dort. Launches it. Pokusevski can't hit. Los Angeles has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Now, here's Monk. Defense is right there. Anthony sets the pick for Rondo. It's blocked. 29 seconds left in the first half. Williams with the ball. Now Anthony defending.
Los Angeles foul. Carmelo Anthony. That's his first personal foul.
The Thunder have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Shooting for
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And he can't hit the second.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now here's Anthony. Not a lot of room. He kicks it to Monk. Anthony, the pass to Monk. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one's good, Anthony.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much with the Lakers, Frank Vogel. Coach, with your size advantage, where you're trying to get the ball to Anthony Davis inside.
Not any more than usual. We just give him the basketball down low and ask him to read. You know, there's been a couple opportunities where they came in double and he found open guy. If he gets single coverage, he goes score the ball.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. Kenny, let's start with you. And taking a glance now at this game, right now it's a big-time lead for the Lakers.
Credit these guys for coming in with the right game plan and then patiently executing it. Most of their shots that come in the flow of the offense. Rarely did they take a bad shot. Good, clean first half.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Well, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Kent Bazemore.
Back in the day, big man would carry your offense. Times have changed. But 80s, one who can still do it.
And you look at all the numbers, Smitty, but leadership is hard to measure and still so vital to winning. Give me some examples in your experience of great leadership.
You know, I'll say one example, Kevin. A lot of people think it's on the court. But off the court, leadership really plays a big role on those off days, on those bus rides. Just getting a chance to talk to the younger players. I think that's one example where leadership plays a huge role.
Outside Westbrook. Westbrook a screen on George. LeBron passes to Westbrook. Crosses over, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And their last game, a tight win, and it was the success at the foul line that played a huge part in it, and he was probably the deciding factor.
One shot, one shot.
Free throw no good for Westbrook.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
Pass to Bazley. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Davis. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out, Greg, and competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done.
Robinson Earl, guarded by Jordan. Robinson Earl, and it's blocked by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense, tough to finish when he's lurking.
Davis kicks to James. From outside, off the mark.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Davis with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Westbrook. Here's Davis. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And now a look at LeBron James here. Great showing for him last season. Averaged 25 points per game last season. 7 assists and 7 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
And also his defensive performance can be measured by the lack of offensive stats put up against him.
Gilgeous-Alexander off the mark, and the drought continues.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
For 3, Westbrook hits it from three-point range. Westbrook's got 10.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Westbrook against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Muscala. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Bringing effort and bringing energy. Gilgeous-Alexander taking it strong.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
first one falls for him.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Jordan. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Anthony Davis. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. The Thunder pull it in.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Favors passes to Pokusevski. No good on that one. Los Angeles has gone 5-9 when they put up a three-point shot tonight.
2 minutes.
He takes it in. The shot by Monk is no good. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Favors with a screen on Rondo. To the middle. And that one's good by Favors.
Still growing as a true lead guard, Gilgeous-Alexander is a high IQ passer who isn't afraid to let the play develop.
LA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's LeBron, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
That's his second personal
And guys,
foul.
let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Los Angeles.
At the line
What
for
tremendous
Los Angeles,
passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance
at the
all
line
around.
for 2.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
2.
And he makes the first.
Even though LeBron's trophy case is the envy of most players, he's still as hungry as ever. The passion he shows during games hasn't diminished at all over the seasons.
Both free throws good from James. .124 left in the third quarter. Now here's Melodon. Monk defending. The shot by Melodon, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's James, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And all right, a chance to check out stats for Rajon Rondo. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 5 points per, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Free throw good, LeBron. And both free throws good for LeBron. Here's Pokusevski. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Melodon. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Misses off the right iron. Lakers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Now LeBron. From 15 feet away, Los Angeles with another miss.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Roby the pass to Favors. Now here's Melodon. He's covered closely. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 14. The shot, no good.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, ending the third quarter with a 13-4 run. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Mike Muscala. Williams is out there with Melodon. And it's Roby in at the 4 slot. Jordan finds Ellington. Jordan the screen. The shot by Ellington, no good. On offense, here are the Thunder. Jerome passes to Melodon. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Back to Rondo. Passes to Jordan. He dishes it to Ellington. Jordan trying to free himself up, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Jerome. Doumbouya pulls it in.
There's the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Outside Bradley. Jordan sets the pick for Rondo. Clock at 6. And the pass to Doumbouya. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Anthony Davis is checked in for Wayne Ellington.
Number 4 for the Thunder.
Now here's Melodon. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Here's Bradley. He can't get that one. And the Thunder going the other way now. They host the Spurs after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. With the shot. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Davis. And that one goes long. Thunder have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. To the paint. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Jumboya. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. To the inside. Here's Bradley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his hard-nosed guy. Avery plays with no fear. Nice job of drawing contact.
At the line for Los Angeles, Avery Bradley. 2 shots.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, Steve, we've seen a few times in recent years in Cleveland and Indiana, for example, a new coach gets fired in year 1.
Yes, Kevin, losing a locker room can do that to you. It's embarrassing for those teams. When you know it's not working, you better not delay the inevitable.
Dwight Howard's checked in for Los Angeles. James comes in for Doumbouya. Both free throws good from Avery Bradley.
Here you have the consummate pro. Rare to see Avery Bradley complain or give anything less than 100%.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis.
That's his third.
And that'll be his third foul so far. Monk's checked in for the Lakers. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Roby, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Pass to Giddey. And the rejection by LeBron.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. You better watch out when LeBron is around.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
Here's Giddey. He's guarded by Howard. Shot clock at 6. And it's Bradley with the rebound. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Thunder with the rebound.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for LeBron.
You love to see this kind of leadership, directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
Williams against LeBron. Pass to Giddey. Now here's Melodon. Defense right on him. Robinson Earl. He's guarded by Davis. The shot by Melodon. No good. James looking it over. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. LeBron, when you know AD is behind you, how does that help you defensively?
You can stay home. You can allow him to play one-on-one versus a guard versus a big, and you can stay home and be able to box out and get rebounds because he's that good.
It's quite a 1-2 punch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. As New Balance presents our player of the game, LeBron James.